live streaming for you live from Kenya Kabaddi Union. Follow us on Twitter at Kenya Kabaddi Union. This is Black Falcon Bebs versus University of Nairobi Tigress team. The beginning of the second leg. Ladies for the Kabaddi. From UN Tigers, jersey number 3, Sharon Nyangor. Jersey number 9, Laura Oyemba. Esther Adasha, jersey number 1. Faith Chepto, jersey number 2. Rian Juma, jersey number 4. Gertrude Cheriotich, jersey number 8 from your UN Tigers. Cynthia Karuji, jersey number 10. Thank you. Black Falcons, Evelyn Ouma, jersey number 10. Christina Diambo, jersey number 13. Margaret Wangui, jersey number 1. Owino, jersey number 12. Christina Uma, jersey number 14. Beryl, jersey number 5.
Black Falcons won the toss. Choice, court.
Taking, check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Huh?
Taking at Black at jersey number 10. Then there's Christian Adhiambo taking 13, jersey number 13. Margaret Wangui taking at jersey number 1. Then we have Owino Lizani taking at jersey number 12. Then there's Bebelin Bukat Awar taking jersey number 5. Then there's Michelle Nekesa coming at jersey number 9 for the Black Falcons. Then we have, last but not least, Christine Auma taking a jersey number 14. And then on the substitution line, we have Francine Ngina taking jersey number 8. Remember, this is the Black Falcons, represented in black and white as the Falcons they are. On the other side, we have the UON Tigress, yeah? And on jersey number 10, we start very quickly at Cynthia Karugi taking jersey number 10. We have Gidure Cheriotich with the jersey number 8. And we have Ryan Juma at jersey number 4. We have also Faith Chepto taking a jersey number 2. Then we have Esther Adasha taking on jersey number 5. Then we have Paulina Ongombe taking on, let me get that right, Pauline Ogombe taking on jersey number 1. And then we have Sharon Nyangor taking on jersey number 3. And last but not least, on UON Tigress, we have Laura Oyemba, jersey number 9. Remember, the games are about to kick off with me, Moose 001, in the building, representing here in Nairobi, Kasarani National Stadium, Indo Stadiums. Yeah, so the game will be starting in any time now. The coaches are preparing for the big day Remember, this is where sports happen. All the days, all the time. This is the ground where sports happen. So as the coaches prepare to take off, the players will simply be getting ready. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Passing on to you.
First raid with Naoro Yemba, jersey number 9 from UN Tigers. Followed by with number 13, Mamito. The first raid from Black Falcons. Bebs. Yes, sir. Jersey number 8 from Black Falcons. Trying a hand stretch from Black Falcons from Mamito. Black Falcons. Trying a hand stretch. The UN Tigress. Their patience at the defense. Gertrude, jersey number 8 from UN. Lauro Yemba, number 9. Jersey number 9. Taking a hand stretch. With a hand stretch. Going with the point from Black Falcons. Taking one defender out. Mamito from Black Falcons. Nice hand stretch from Mamito. She's so quick and agile, very strong. Mamito, Black Falcons. Nice leg work, neck hold, thigh hold from UN Tigress. Nice tackle from the cover, left cover. That was a nice tackle from UN Tigress team. Seems the Raiders got a little injury. A little injury from the Raider.
The Black Falcons, I think, have Mamito, I think, the player, jersey number 8, going down, and I think it is an injury to the player. I don't know if the medics are going to fix her very well so that the game can proceed. I think there's another raid that is going to happen now. Jersey number 1 from UON side. These are the UON Tigress, Pauline Ogume. They want to attack again to do the second raid. Very quickly, the Black Falcons start.
Black Falcons, this is number 10. Evelyn. Nice hand hold, thigh hold. The defense from UN Tigers is so tight. That is a 1 point to UN Tigers. Adasha from UON, University of Nairobi, Tigress. University of Nairobi with a raid. Esther Adasha. Trying a hand stretch. Just chase. Here's number 5, Esther Adasha. She's so careful. Adasha. It's an empty raid from Adasha. UON. Nice tackle from UN Tigress. Jersey number 2 initiating the tackle. Thigh hold from jersey number 2 from UN Tigers. University of Nairobi leading. Adasha. Third raid from Adasha. It's a do-or-die raid from Adasha from UN Tigers going to the side of you. Nice handshake. Nice tackle from. It's a super tackle from Black Falcons. Super tackle from Black Falcons.
UON on the lead as Black Falcons try and really struggle to take on another raid. The Black Ones are on it again. don't want to take another risk. They're back of it, but the UON team, I think, is a 1 point to the Black Falcons after it came out on an empty Laura on 09 jersey. Try on attacker, another tackle. This is Laura coming on, stretching quite well. Laura on the game. She's taking on the Black Falcons. That is an empty raid from the UON side. The Black Falcons will take another raid. Remember, the UON are still leading on the competition after a raid. There's an injured player. Jersey number 1, Margaret taking on. That is another tackle. No. Wow, that is a dash. That is a right dash there. A point to the Falcon side.
The substitution to the Black Falcons. Remember the injury from Mamito. Is number 2 in, replacing Mamito. The Black Falcons. Laura Yemba, jersey number 9, going for a raid. Nice leg work, nice footwork from Laura. Very good raider from UON, Laura Oyemba. Jersey number 9, Laura Oyemba. Empty raid from Laura Oyemba. That was a first raid from Laura Oyemba, UON. Black Falcons going for another fast raid. Jersey number... nice tackle from the cover, right cover. Rian Juma. Nice tie hold from Rian Juma.
Red out.
Rian
1 point, UON.
And a successful tackle from the right cover. Gertrude Road for a very nice footwork. It's a tackle for the Black Falcons. The match is so tight.
Red out. 1 point, Black Falcons.
Black Falcons, Bebs. Margaret going for a raid. Margaret going for a raid. Margaret with the raid. See the defense so tight. She might go back with an empty raid. It's an empty raid from Margaret. Laura Yemba. Another raid from the University of Nairobi to the side of Black Falcons. Yemba. Nice. Out. Two defenders out.
2 points, UON.
Is number 1 from Black Falcons. Margaret going for another raid. She seems to be the main raider from the Black Falcon side. Main raider from the Black Falcon. 2 part. It's a nice tackle for the UON Tigress. Tie hold, neck hold. It's a nice push from the right corner. Seems an injury. 2 injuries. Medics. It's kind of not a major injury. It's a minor injury, but she might go back to the game. But it is number 2 from University of Nairobi. An injury.
Yeah, and I think Margaret Wangui is really doing a very amazing job for the Black Falcons.
Red out.
And
1 point.
it is quite devastating if she will be substituted for the injury, I think. And it's the only prayer for the Black Falcons to make sure that they're maintaining Margaret Wangui. I think Ken Mamito will be substituted back, jersey number 13. She will be taking her position back. I think she is now physically fit to continue with the game. Just to remind you again is that the University of Nairobi Tigress are still leading, but is a very close margin. The race that they have done so far, they are clean rates, and the game will be proceeding soon as the medics attend to Margaret Wangui, who has been injured in a raid. I think I'll pass it to you.
Adasha is Adasha with the raid. If she goes with the successful raid, it will be a super raid. If the defenders tackle Adasha, it will be a super tackle. Adasha going back with an empty raid. A follow back from Mamito. It's a time out for the University of Nairobi. coaches are trying to strategize. The University of Nairobi coach David Salasia, an international player. He has played for the Pro Kabaddi tournaments. So trying to strategize with the team.
I think the coaches are trying as much as possible to do the possible strategies to make sure that their teams are on again and winning the game. Remember, we have several injuries in the game, and it is quite intense. The game is getting quite stiffer as we approach more and more competition coming in. Remember, the UON Tigress are still a close margin lead against the Black Falcons, who have lost, I think, their main key player, Margaret Wangui, jersey number 1, coming in at an injury just after an injury from one Mamito, who has just been attended to by the medics, and I think she's back on her foot, and I think she will be helping the team back to the second raid. I think there's another raid that will be happening now.
Mamito with another raid from Black Falcon. Nice dive from Faith Chepto, jersey number 2 from University of Nairobi.
Red out, 1 point.
Red out
to
University of Nairobi. Remember, this is the second leg of the season of the Kenya Kabaddi Union. You can watch us on YouTube at Kenya Kabaddi Union. Follow us on Facebook at Kenya Kabaddi Union and Twitter at Kenya Kabaddi Union. That is Adasha with the raid from University of Nairobi. She has cornered the both defenders. It's a raid for the University of Nairobi. Another raid, Adasha. Second defender out. She's trying to take the defender out. Nice tackle from Adasha going with a super raid.
Two defenders out plus all out. 4 points.
The University of Nairobi is so intense with the game, and they're so tough. They've been training under their coach, David Salasia, an international player. Remember, during the first leg of the season, Black Falcons managed to beat University of Nairobi. A nice tackle from Toe.
Raider save.
That was a close one.
1 point.
And
Black Falcons.
I can't believe that Mamito just took that out unexpectedly. That was so amazing. I mean, she came in and that was so close. I didn't see that coming. And the Falcons took it out. So the University of Nairobi Tigress will try and make sure that now they're getting back into the game. Here comes jersey number 1, Pauline Ogombe. Pauline Ogombe will try and strike again, but this is an empty raid again. So the substitution for the Black Falcons that is just happening right now. Jersey number 8. The Black Falcons are replacing jersey number 8. That is Francis Ngina, who will be coming in. And jersey number 1, that is Margaret Wangui, who has just been substituted because of the injury that she got in the raid. Here comes jersey number 13. That is a raid. That's a raid. No, they can't do it. The Falcons have been raided in by the University of Nairobi Tigress.
1 point, UN.
Another tough defender, Faith Chepto from University of Nairobi, with an injury. She seems to have injured her head. It's a no.
Captains.
It's a serious injury.
Captains. Mbona mko na ball play mingi? Mbona injuries ni mingi?
She represented Kenya.
Talk to your people.
At the African Kabaddi Championship in Uganda. It's a little bit of a timeout. I know the game is so intense with injuries here and there. There's a substitution. Jersey number 3. Jersey number 2 out. Jersey number 3 in. Substitution for the University of Nairobi. It's a tough race.
One technical point, Black Falcons.
That is Sharon Nyangoro just taking in after the injury from Pauline Ogombe. There'll be another raid from the University of Nairobi Tigress, Laura Oyemba, taking in very critically, looking very strong. The stretch is making jersey number 9. Those are good hand stretches by Laura. She's trying to make it. That is another raid. That is a bonus point for the UON by Laura Oyemba from the UON side. Taking on another raid from the jersey number 10 Black Falcons. This is Evelyn coming in with the raid. I think this is an empty raid. The UON, I think, will be led by Laura. Laura coming in, taking on good stretches here. Laura taking in, trying to tackle in Laura. I think the Black Falcons are really trying to defend on the side. Laura comes out with an empty raid here. Jersey number 10 on the Falcon side, Evelyn. Evelyn trying on to take another raid. Jersey number 2. Here comes the Black Falcons trying to taking on another very interesting raid. No way, they can't get that. That was so close. I can't believe.
Defend out, 1 point, Black Falcons.
Falcons did that. That was so close. The University of Nairobi just got to lose 1 point for that. Time out for the Black Falcons so that the coach, they can listen to their coach and make sure that everything is in control. Remember, the game is already at a stiff competition. The competition is quite stiff and the scores are really tight. I think we'll be updating you very soon on the scores as time goes by. Remember, they are injured players, and as I told you, the Black Falcons lost a very important impact from one Margaret Wangui, jersey number 1, who just went out on a major injury. I think we'll be updating you more on the injury from that, because it has really in a way affected the Black Falcons on the side. In the meantime, as usual, here in Sports Kasarani, we bring you the Kabaddi League. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Kenya Kabaddi 1. That is Kenya_Kabaddi_Union on Instagram. Facebook at Kenya Kabaddi Union, and at Twitter, keep on tweeting at Kenya Kabaddi. Here goes again another raid from Raula on jersey number 9. Come on, they got that. That was a good, very amazing tackle from the Black Falcons.
1 point,
taking out
Black
Laura, getting a point for themselves again. This is getting so interesting. Jersey number 13 taking on Black Falcons. Mamito, here comes Mamito. Mamito with the raid, taking on good stretches. That is an empty raid. Adasha on the UON side, jersey number 5, trying to take on another tackle. Here comes Adasha, making good hand stretches here. Looking very defensive, Adasha coming on. She's looking quite strong here, making quite good stretches here. But will they make a raid here? Today and the point? No, come on, Adasha trying again. That is a time out for that, I think. Adasha comes out with an empty raid. The Black Falcons will be attacking again here. They will be taking another raid. The Black Falcons, Evelyn, and making good stretches. Evelyn, jersey number 10. Here, come on, there's a tackle. That is a close one. The UON have just got a very nice cover on a tackle,
1 point, Black
earning
Falcons.
themselves a 1 point. This is the Kabaddi League as usual, and I have told you the UON side are still ready and making on a good stretch here. You'll call her Adasha. Adasha coming on, taking on good stretches here. Adasha on the tackle. The Black Falcon taking on again another good tackle. That means the UON again losing another point here, earning themselves another point.
Red
The
out,
Black
1 point, Black
Falcons. Remember, they're going to take another raid here. The Black Falcons trying very hard. Mamito coming in very hard. Mamito making good stretches at jersey number 13. Mamito carrying on the raid. There's an empty raid. Mamito tried her best, but she came out on an empty very raid. On the UON side, the Tigress, they will strike with Adasha. Adasha taking on. I think there is an empty raid here. Just to remind you that you can follow us always on Kabaddi Kenya League on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Coming on, that is an empty raid again from the Black Falcons. Taking on jersey number 1. Jersey number 1 on the UON side is Pauline Agombe, making good stretches, but she comes out with an empty raid here. The Black Falcons are still trying very hard to get in terms with the UON side. Remember, the Black Falcons on the first leg they won against the UON side. Will this be the case again in this season, in this second leg, or will the UON side claim a victory here? The Black Falcons has a tackle over there. That is a very nice dive. Taking on, I think, a head injury. I hope she's okay. The medics are on it, and I hope she's doing okay. That is a very, very, very stiff and nice tackle. That is for the first half, and that is the referee is calling for a half time so that the Black Falcons can just exchange side to make sure that the game is up and rolling. Remember, this is the Falcons, this is the Kabaddi Kenya League. Remember to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll be updating you soon on the scores. Since the game has been stiff, the competition has really been stiff. And some of the players, the key players, have been injured, but we will also be updating you on the injury to make sure that everything is just rolling out quite fine. I remember Black Falcons lost a very key player, Margaret Wangui, I think, who is the captain of the team. I think the team is rolling out with the coaches, just giving out instructions to make sure that everything is rolling out quite properly to correct here one time. So we'll be updating you on the scores very, very soon so that we know who was on the lead on the first half, so that we make sure that everything is flowing out so good. Always remember to follow us on the league, on the social media handles at on Twitter. You can get us at Kenya Kabaddi 1 League, and on Facebook you can always get us on Kenya Kabaddi Union on Facebook, and on Instagram you can always get us at Kenya Kabaddi Union. Those are the scores that we have right now. UON are on the lead with a close margin of 16 points, while the Black Falcons are coming in at the second position at 12 points. So that means the only margin that is there is about 4 points. So that means the UON Tigress are ahead. If the Falcon side are gonna stay in the game, they need to up their game by 4 points and come and overtake the University of Nairobi Tigers. Remember, the UON side were last time defeated. The Black Falcons emerged victorious in the competition in the first round. So will history repeat itself that the Black Falcons will come back in the game again and overtake the UON side, or will the UON clinch a margin victory because they have been leading? They have really been playing quite nicely. And if the scores retain and remain, the game will be a score for the victory from the University of Nairobi. So the question is if the Black Falcons will still come back and clinch a late victory so that they make sure they are back in the game. The coaches, I think, they have done their task very well, prepared the players quite well for the second half, having taken a very quick short break and made sure that there's some correction here and there. Just to remind you that the Black Falcons, I think on the first round, they lost a very key player in the game. I think it could be a factor when it comes to the results, because Margaret Wangui was a very key player, and if the Black Falcons want to really claim the victory, they have to really make sure that they are playing quite amazingly to make sure that they are on the league again.
This is the second of the game. the game. Mamito going for the first raid on the second half. Second half of the game, Mamito with the raid. She's so fast and agile, Mamito. Mamito with a nice leg work, Mamito. Nice leg work from Mamito. Nice hand straight from Mamito. Empty raid from Mamito. Laura Yemba going for the first raid. The second half, Laura Yemba. Nice hand straight. She's so careful. Coming out with a bonus point for the University of Nairobi Tigress. Laura Yemba going back with a bonus point. Mamito going for a second raid. Mamito second raid. No bonus point so far. Mamito second raid. Mamito trying leg work. Mamito with the leg work. Mamito going back with an empty raid. No bonus, no points. Pauline Ogombe going for the third raid. Pauline Ogombe is number 1 from the University of Nairobi. Another name to raid. Pauline Ogombe.
Third raid.
Falcons is number 10. It's third raid for Evelyn. This is number 10. Trying a hard stretch. Hard stretch from Evelyn. This is number nice to touch. Nice to touch from the middle. Hard stretch from
1 point. Black Falcons.
Black Falcons going back with 1 point, removing their right cover. Right corner. Laura Yemba. She seems to be going back with so many bonus points. Laura Yemba. Nice toe touch from Laura Yemba. Nice dive from the right cover. Jersey number 5 for the Black Falcons.
Raid out.
The Black Falcons are chasing so hard to beat the University of Nairobi. Remember, this is the second leg of the game. Remember to watch us at Kenya Kabaddi Union on YouTube. Follow us on Kenya Kabaddi Union on Facebook, at Kenya Kabaddi Union on Twitter. Pauline Ogombe going for another raid from the University of Nairobi. Pauline Ogombe. Remember, this is the first raid for the University of Nairobi. Evelyn. This is number 10, Evelyn from the Black Falcons. Evelyn. This is number 10. Trying a leg stretch. Evelyn trying a stretch. Empty raid. Pauline Ogombe from the University of Nairobi. Third raid for Evelyn. Jersey number 10 from Black Falcons. Third raid. It's a third raid for Evelyn. It's a do or die raid. From Evelyn. She must get a point or she will be out, giving University of Nairobi a point. Nice dive from the University of Nairobi. It's a failed dive from the University of Nairobi.
Number 10 out. 1 point.
Seems the University of Nairobi are getting pressure and they might be losing the game if they don't cool down. Jersey number 8, Gertrude. Jersey number 8 from the University of Nairobi, Gertrude. Jersey number 8. It's afraid of the raid. Jersey number 8, Gertrude. Jersey number 8. Trying a stretch. Jersey number 3. Nice tackle from substitution for the University of Nairobi. Faith Chepto. She had an injury earlier, going for a substitution. Substitution for the University of Nairobi. Jersey number 1 out. Jersey number 2 in. She's coming back from the injury. She has been attended to and she looks so fine. Faith Chepto. Timeout, University of Nairobi. David Salasia, the coach, head coach, University of Nairobi. David Salasia is trying to strategize with the team. 2 defenders remaining for the University of Nairobi. Black Falcons, 7 players.
Okay, I think the instruction from David Salasia from the University of Nairobi, key coach in the game. Musimbai, sorry. So the key coach from the University of Nairobi, just giving in a little bit of instruction to make sure that the team is a game. This is another raid from Mamito. Mamito taking on the University of Nairobi. Mamito with good stretches here. Mamito comes in. Mamito trying to take out the University of Nairobi. She comes out with an empty raid. That is, the University of Nairobi will be approaching. That is Juma. Juma taking on jersey number 4, Juma. Trying to take on the Black Falcons. And Juma trying to take on the Black Falcons. This will be another raid from the University of Nairobi. Remember, these scores are very, very close. The University of Nairobi just about to be overtaken by the Falcons. I think we'll be updating you on the scores very soon. Here comes another raid from Cynthia, from Evelyn Ouma. Jersey number 10, Evelyn Ouma comes out with an empty raid here from the Black Falcons. The University of Nairobi will be taking another raid here. On jersey number 4, that is Juma Ryan. She comes in, Juma with another raid from the University of Nairobi, trying to take on this. She tries and makes some good stretches here. Will it be a point here? Not yet. Juma trying to take on some good stretches over here. She's trying to go. That's a good tackle. Nice tackle. But the University of Nairobi comes in and takes on the Black Falcons with a point extra. That was Juma now calling on 1-1 defender so that they can just defend their results here. Here comes on the University of Nairobi. Black Falcons taking on another raid with number 10. Okay. Coming on here, Award trying to take on the Black Falcons, the University of Nairobi. Here comes Adasha. Adasha jersey number 5, Adasha. Tying on, taking on, that was an empty raid over here. The Black Falcons will be making another raid.
Third raid.
Beryl, jersey number 2. Nice tackle from Ryan Juma. It's a super tackle for the University of Nairobi. That is 2 points for the University of Nairobi. Adasha going for a raid. The side of Union Tigers. Heavyweight Adasha weighing about 72. Dupki with a dupki from Adasha. It's a failed dupki from Adasha.
Raid out. 1 point.
It's a raid out.
Black Falcons.
University of Nairobi losing 1 point. Mamito from the Black Falcons going for another raid. Third raid from Mamito. It's a third raid from Mamito. It's a do-or-die raid for Mamito. Nice tackle from Sharon Nyangor, University of Nairobi. Nice tackle. It's a
Super tackle.
ankle hold, neck hold, with a thigh hold from 3 defenders from the University of Nairobi. Jersey number 9, Laura Oyemba. Laura Oyemba with a nice hand stretch. Laura Oyemba trying a hand stretch. She's strategizing. She's taking her time. Evelyn, jersey number 10.
Last 4 minutes.
Nice stretch from Evelyn, jersey number 10. From Black Falcons. Evelyn, jersey number 10. Nice dash from jersey number. It's a defender, raider out. It's a raider out. With a dash from Faith Chepto, University of Nairobi. Laura Oyemba, jersey number 9. Super raider from University of Nairobi. She represented Kenya in the African Championship in Uganda. Laura Oyemba taking her time with the raid. Laura Oyemba, no pressure. The pressure is 0. Laura Oyemba. At the scores, University of Nairobi ladies at 21.
Last 3 minutes.
University of Nairobi 21, Black Falcons 17. This is the last 3 minutes of the game. Last 3 minutes of the game. Last 3 minutes of the game. It's a timeout. Last 3 minutes. University of Nairobi leading. Remember to watch us at Kenya Kabaddi Union on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Kenya Kabaddi. Facebook at Kenya Kabaddi Union. Instagram at Kenya Kabaddi Union. Last 3 minutes of the game. This is the second half of the game with the University of Nairobi leading with 21 points. Black Falcons 17. Liz from Black Falcons. Liz, very strong lady from the Black Falcons. Liz, empty raid from Liz. Laura Oyemba, University of Nairobi. Laura Oyemba, University of Nairobi. Laura Oyemba. Nice stretch from Laura. Nice stretch from Laura. Staying a hand stretch. Toe touch from Laura. It's a slide for Laura. It's an tackle for the Black Falcons.
Red out. 1 point. Black
so
Falcons.
annoyed with the shoes that she wore. The shoes are disturbing her. Laura. Evelyn from Black Falcons. Evelyn from Black Falcons. Evelyn, jersey number 2.
I think that was a slight drop of point from the University of Nairobi by Laura. That was a really slight drop of point from Laura from the University of Nairobi. Here comes another raid. Remember, we are just about the nick of time to maybe finish the game. That it could be about 2 minutes of the game. That means the University of Nairobi just need to hold on a little bit tighter to make sure that they're clinching the win in a narrow margin of from the Black Falcons. The Black Falcons will be doing another raid. Jersey number 2 from the Black Falcons side. Jersey number 2, Evelyn. Evelyn trying to take on a raid. Evelyn trying to stretch, making on good stretches over here. Evelyn coming on so strongly. Evelyn on attack, but she comes out on an empty raid from the Black Falcons. The University of Nairobi, Gertrude, jersey number 8, will be taking on another raid. Gertrude trying to take her time to make sure that she gets everything right. Remember, it's almost about time for the game to end. The University of Nairobi leading with a slight margin. Remember that the Black Falcons are really trying very hard. There's a third raid for Evelyn. Evelyn coming on so close, making on good stretches over here. This is a do or die for Evelyn now, trying to make the scores at a margin, trying to make sure that they get some results from here. Evelyn trying to make on a score here. That's an empty raid. That's a nice tackle from Sharon. She just got her out. And that means that the University of Nairobi Tigress earned a 1 added point. The University of Nairobi take a very narrow win from the Falcons, the Black Falcon. That means the University of Nairobi have been crowned champions of the game in a very tight competitive game in here. That means the Black Falcons have been defeated with a narrow margin over here. I think I'll be updating you on the final results of the game from the University of Nairobi against the Black Falcons. Remember to always follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Kenya_Kabaddi Union on Instagram, and on Facebook, follow us at Kenya Kabaddi Union, and on Twitter, make sure you follow us at Kenya Kabaddi 1. I'll be updating you on the scores of the game that has just ended between the UON Tigress and the Black Falcons. The Black Falcons have been defeated with a narrow margin of about 4 points. The University of Nairobi carry on the day as the Black Falcons come second with only 18 points. That means the University of Nairobi, for the first time, have now won against the Falcon, who, remember, on the first session, won against the University of Nairobi. This means that the University of Nairobi has just taken revenge against the Black Falcons, so that we make sure that history doesn't repeat itself. So I will be talking to the lady of the match. I will be talking to the lady of the match, Beryl, in the game. I think I don't know. This is very, 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 I know this is very frustrating for the Black Falcons after the injury that came in the first half. How do you feel about the game?
Okay, the game was fine.
Okay, I will be joined here by a very, very prominent player, a player of the match today from the Black Falcon side. So, maybe Beryl, how was the game? How do you feel about the game today?
Okay, the game was fine, but it started in a bit high pressure, so like they were overwhelming us, but we tried our best.
Okay, thank you for that. And I know there was a little bit of injuries from the players. How did that affect you as the team? How was it impactful in any way of the team?
Yeah, actually, most of our players have been injured, and it has really affected the team because we didn't have subs, and we just had a fixed number. But next time we'll try our best.
Okay, thank you. All the best next time. If you may want to maybe tell us on behalf of the players, there's a very key player, I think, I can't remember her name, who was injured. Maybe, did it affect the team? I think she was the captain of the team.
Our captain was the first one to get injury, and it really affected us because she's one of our best players. Yeah, so, but at least she tried and recovered and got back to the ground.
Okay, thank you very much with your time, and that is it from here in. That is here from our side, and we are always bringing you updates. So I will be joined by another key player from the UON Tigress team, so that we can also hear her side, because they are the victorious, remember, in this Kabaddi game, the first game of the day. Maybe she'll tell us her name and tell us how she feels about the competition today. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
What's your name and how are you feeling about the win?
My name is Adasha. How are we feeling about the win? Well, let me just say joyous for now, and it was a tremendous win. As much as we fought really, because it was a tough game, very tough. So yeah, we feel good about the win.
Okay, that's very nice. And how about you as an individual? How did you contribute enough to make sure that the team was winning? Because I saw you coming in very strongly, being substituted again and coming in so hard, and you won today. How was your contribution, you as an individual, to the team?
Okay, first of all, I was not substituted, but then so personally from me, I must say that the win, we all played our part. Every member of the team, raiders, defenders, everyone. So as I said, the game was tough, and this win is big for us because initially our first league, we played with them and they beat us. So this time round we came in stronger and with the zeal and with the mindset, and we really did it.
Okay, I saw the coach just coming in, and you were losing it out a little bit, and they were coming in so hard. Maybe tell us, how was the impact of the coach before, you guys coming in for the second time, and you went in so hard to the last time to make sure that you're clinching the win?
Okay, so the coach, our coach helped us. He was watching from outside, and when we came in for the second time, they already caught up with us. At first we were leading, so when they caught up with us, my teammates, we gave each other motivation. The coach gave us motivation, and he pointed out where he was seeing there are some mistakes we correct, and also where their weakness was. So when he pointed out the weakness, that's where we went straight on, and here we are celebrating our win.
Thank you very much for your time. That is UON Tigress just telling us how the game was, and this is very amazing from the team. And always remember that you can always get these live games from our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Twitter page. And always make sure that you tweet, keep on tweeting, keep on sending mails, keep on responding to the team. Remember, this is Kabaddi League Kenya here in Kasarani National Stadium in the